Short Story 57, The Stargazer's Secret, Part 1. Anya nestled deeper into the worn blanket, her chin resting on her knees as she gazed up at the tapestry of stars blanketing the Namibian sky. Each twinkle seemed a whisper, an ancient story echoing through the vast velvet darkness. Tonight, the Milky Way arced like a luminous river, guiding the way to a secrets only a few could decipher. Anya wasn't your average teenager. Sure, she could text, snap selfies and roll her eyes at her parents with the best of them. But beneath the hoodie and sneakers beat the heart of a stargazer, a hunter of constellations woven into the fabric of time. Her bedroom wasn't plastered with pop stars. It was adorned with star charts, ancient astronomical diagrams, and meteor shower prediction calendars. Tonight she wasn't alone. Hidden amongst the dunes, a weathered telescope pointed its metal eye towards the heavens. Her grandfather, Oupa Koos, a wizened man with eyes as crinkled as the desert sands, sat beside her, his gnarled hand resting gently on hers. He was her mentor, her Rosetta Stone to the celestial language. "See that cluster there, Anya?" he rasped, his voice like the whispering wind through dry grass. "That's Pleiades, the seven sisters. My grandmother used to say it held the tears of a goddess, mourning her lost daughters." Anya traced the cluster with her finger, imagination filling the void between the stars. She could almost hear the mournful keening, the echo of a celestial tragedy. Oupa Koos, sensing her thoughts, chuckled a low rumble that resonated with the earth itself. "Each story has its truth, Anya," he said, his eyes twinkling like distant stars. "The truth of the universe isn't always numbers and charts. Sometimes it's the stories we weave around them, the whispers carried on starlight." That night they danced among the constellations, Oupa Koos sharing tales of celestial hunters, mischievous gods, and constellations etched by long-forgotten heroes. Anya felt a thrill course through her veins, a connection to something older than time itself. This wasn't just astronomy. It was a tapestry of cultures, beliefs, and dreams woven into the very fabric of the universe. But their stargazing ritual was soon interrupted. A faint, rhythmic humming broke the silence, growing louder with each passing moment. Oupa Koos frowned, his gaze sweeping the horizon. In the distance, a line of shimmering lights sliced through the darkness, approaching with unnatural speed. Anya's heart hammered against her ribs. What were those lights? Were they intruders, invaders in this sacred desert sanctuary? Oupa Koos, however, remained calm, his weathered face etched with a knowing smile. "Come, Anya," he said, pulling her to her feet. "It seems our night has taken an unexpected turn." He led her down the dunes towards a hidden cleft in the rocks. Inside, tucked away like a desert hermitage, was a small building. Anya had never seen it before, but Oupa Koos' knowing smile told her it held secrets of its own. He pushed open the heavy wooden door, revealing a room bathed in a soft blue light. The walls were covered in screens displaying constellations, planets, and swirling galaxies. In the center, a control panel buzzed with activity. "Welcome, Anya, to the Observatory of Lost Stars," Oupa Koos declared, his voice filled with pride. Anya gasped, overwhelmed by the sight. It was like stepping into a science fiction movie, yet nestled within the ancient heart of the desert. Oupa Koos explained that this hidden observatory, passed down through generations, monitored the skies for unusual celestial phenomena. And tonight it seemed they had found something extraordinary. The shimmering lights Oupa Koos revealed were not spaceships, but something far more mysterious. They were fragments of lost stars, celestial embers flung through the cosmos by some unknown force, and they were heading straight for Earth. Fear and excitement warred within Anya. This was bigger than constellations and bedtime stories. This was a potential disaster, a celestial dance that could threaten their world. But alongside the fear, a spark of determination ignited within her. She was just a stargazer anymore. She was a guardian, a keeper of secrets whispered by the stars. Together, Oupa Koos and Anya worked through the night, their movements precise, their minds focused. They tracked the fragments, analysed their trajectory, and formulated a plan. It was a gamble, a dance with the unknown, but it was all they had. As dawn painted the sky with streaks of orange and gold, they set their plan in motion. Using the observatory's technology, they channeled the Earth's magnetic field, creating a celestial funnel to guide the fragments away from their collision course. The desert winds held their breath as Anya squeezed the activation button. The observatory hummed, its energy coursing through the ancient machines. On the screens, the trajectories of the star fragments shifted, drawn by the invisible magnetic pull. It was a gamble, a delicate dance with forces beyond their understanding, but a necessary one. The fragments, streaks of celestial fire, danced on the edge of the funnel, their incandescent trail painting the sky in breathtaking patterns. Anya's heart thumped against her ribs, each beat a silent prayer. Finally, with a sigh that seemed to echo across the universe, the fragments slipped through the funnel, curving away from Earth and disappearing into the vast cosmic ocean. Relief washed over Anya like a tidal wave. She slumped against the console, exhaustion gnawing at her limbs. But alongside the weariness, a surge of elation boomed within her. They had done it. They had averted a potential catastrophe, using the whispers of the stars as their compass, the secrets of generations as their shield. Oupa Koos placed a hand on her shoulder, her eyes twinkling with pride. "Well done, Anya," he rasped, his voice rough with emotion. "You are not just a stargazer anymore. You are a protector, a whisperer of the cosmos." The sun crested the horizon, bathing the desert in a golden glow. Anya stepped outside, the air crisp and clean. As she looked up at the sky, the familiar constellations seemed to wink at her, a silent acknowledgement of their shared secret. The universe, once a distant tapestry, now felt closer, its whispers a language she was slowly learning to decipher. But the danger was not over. The encounter with the lost fragments had ignited a fire within Anya, and burning desire to understand the secrets they held. The Observatory of Lost Stars became her sanctuary, a gateway to unravelling the mysteries of the cosmos. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Anya pored over ancient texts, studied scientific journals, and spent countless nights under the Namibian sky, her notebook brimming with cryptic notes and star charts. Oupa Koos, her teacher and guide, offered wisdom gleaned from a lifetime of observation, urging her to follow the whispers of the stars, not the shouts of textbooks. Their research unearthed tales of cosmic collisions, ancient prophecies, and celestial beings who danced among the stars. Every new discovery chipped away at the edges of the unknown, revealing a universe vaster and more wondrous than Anya could ever have imagined. But with each revelation, a new question arose. Why were the fragments heading towards Earth? Was it a random occurrence, a celestial game of chance? Or was it something more? A message woven into the fabric of the cosmos, waiting to be decoded. As Anya delved deeper, she stumbled upon a chilling possibility. The fragments, she discovered, bore the signature of a long-forgotten celestial entity, a whisperer of chaos who revelled in disrupting the cosmic order. Its target? Not Earth itself, but the Observatory of Lost Stars, a bastion of knowledge that threatened to unravel its secrets. Fear gripped Anya's heart, but it was quickly replaced by steely resolve. She wouldn't let this ancient entity succeed. The secrets of the stars, the whispers passed down through generations, wouldn't be silenced. The Observatory of Lost Stars would stand, a beacon in the cosmic darkness, its whispers echoing long into the infinite. The battle had just begun. Anya, armed with the knowledge of stars and the unwavering support of Oupa Koos, stood ready to face the shadows. The whisper of the cosmos had revealed their secrets, and it was time for the Stargazer to answer. To be continued. Story written by Google Bard AI. Image created by Desgo.com AI. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you click on the like icon and take the time to leave a comment. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.